Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Consquad. Hello everyone. What's going on? We missed you from last Tuesday. The Consquad got together over the weekend. I cannot shut this door for jack shit. There we go. The Consquad got together over the weekend because the person who's Naruto running over there got married. Woo! Congratulations! It was so good. Your wedding was so nice.
Thanks. I'm glad somebody enjoyed it because I didn't.
No! What? How do you...
I wasn't. I was busy.
What? Okay, I understand that. As a person
that
who
was
also...
phrased was concerning.
I literally sat down for dinner and I was like, it's 3 o'clock. When did that happen?
Dog, that's why I was telling you to eat. Like, enjoy your actual, food.
Dude, the only drink I got to have was the free champagne, the whiskey shot my cousin gave me, and the mimosa you got me.
I'm just saying, that champagne did not taste alcoholic whatsoever.
It tasted like juice.
It tasted like juice.
I had
was
2
it
glasses.
effective?
No.
Who cares what it tastes
also,
like?
I'm not a lightweight, so there's also my story.
Okay, but I had 2 glasses and the shot of whiskey before I walked down the aisle. I drank more than Jared.
Although, I just love the one thing you said. Oh, wow, he's talking to my family. Oh, he must be really drunk.
Oh, jeez.
No, it turns out he was looking for somebody else and got sucked into a conversation. That's normal.
Oh. Sorry, Jared.
All right, well, we have a special guest this week. So, our special guest here is Petey. Petey, what's your handle?
PeteyLark.
PeteyLark, add that on Instagram?
Yes.
Is that anywhere else?
Twitter, and once Facebook approves my request to change my page from my previous name, it will also go to PeteyLark.
You did have a...
Or Peterson Lark, that's the full stage name, but...
You did have a previous handle, right?
Yes, I did.
What was your previous handle?
Indigo Rana Day.
And what is the science behind Indigo Rana Day?
That was a fun stage name because I also act, and that's kind of like my main goal. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted, and I don't regret it. However...
But you want to start taking acting, more seriously?
More seriously, and I was starting to feel a little funky with the name because, I was learning more and more connotations with the name Indigo and, how fucking annoying it was, basically.
Okay.
To be maybe this is a little prejudice of me, but, if I hear the name Indigo or, any color name now, I'm automatically just
So basically you wanted to murder me every time I was like, hey, Indy, what's going on?
No, because I know, I associated it with me, and I still, part of me enjoys it, but just the Indigo Children or Indigo Girls, or how it's very hippy-dippy, and I'm just kind of I don't know, I'm just a person. I'm really not trying to be anything like that. But Rana Day translates to True Frog. It is a scientific name for the family True Frog, and so I thought that shit was so funny.
So,
that it would translate to Blue Frog. And frogs are my favorite, and I also have
Remember,
frogs,
the local toads
yeah.
represent.
Frog Squad.
So, are you a fan of Froppy?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Froggy's waifu. It's best waifu.
Of course.
Wait, so, we're happy to have you.
frogs,
Thank you so much for coming on.
Wait, I got such an important question. What is your favorite color?
It would be kind of a blue color, I suppose. I like shades of blue. There's not one that I'm really married to, but I think it was also I ended up dyeing my hair blue. And then my name was Indigo, and then my favorite color was blue, and I was just this is kind of annoying.
It's what's your favorite?
It's just people you dyed your hair because your name's Indigo, or your name's Indigo because you dyed your hair.
Yes.
What's your favorite color? Inosuke.
Yeah. What are colors?
Boarhead.
What are colors?
Exactly.
No,
welcome. We're happy to have you.
I'm happy to be
here.
Yeah, welcome, PeteyLark. So you are a cosplayer.
Oui.
Yeah. Right. How many years have you been cosplaying?
Anime NYC 2017 was my first.
So you're a baby.
Oh,
you're like me.
Huh? Me and Abby were actually there that year.
Aw, I loved that year. First first con.
Yeah, that was
first good thing.
Which
con, it was the best first con you could probably hope
That
for.
was when was that? That was in November?
November
Yeah.
2017.
That was its first year, right?
Yeah.
And it's just grown, and now it's they're expanding extra space because
I think they took over the entire Japan.
No,
yeah.
Right? Two-thirds.
Because last year we had PetCon still, which is
was totally
which was still
okay.
fine with me.
Oh yeah, no, beautiful juxtaposition.
Matt almost had a dog pee on him.
Yes.
It was about 2 inches away from me.
That was
and it's
really funny.
Ah.
Well,
No, I wasn't even like that. I'm oh.
the dog was like freaking out, and I guess it like peed because it was scared, and the owner picked it up, so it was like projectile.
Well, I don't think the dog was freaking out. I think the dog was excited because the dog ran over to us, and the owner was like, whoop.
It looked like it was running away from me. Either
No,
way,
it
it
was
was
running towards
projectile
us.
pee.
I'm just saying, I'd be
That's
excited to see
unfortunate.
All Might too. So,
Yeah.
No, it was not All Might that day.
who are you?
Wait, were you not?
No,
I
he
was from
You're
Zombieland
the manager for Zombieland.
Saga. What's the producer's name?
Manager dude.
Yep, that works.
manager
Manager dude.
Manager dude from
Perfect.
Zombieland Saga.
Manager.
All right, so you're a baby. So we're both baby.
Yes.
We can share. We can both be baby.
Oh, good.
Baby.
So, hope this isn't too personal question. So, what was your first cosplay?
That was
My first cosplay was Kirishima Aishiro from Boku no Hero Academia.
Kitty.
Kitty boy.
It was not my favorite and or good.
That is
But-
absolutely false.
No, I'm not talking about Unbreakable.
Okay.
I'm talking about the bad one. The bad wig.
I don't even think
had
I've seen
to,
the bad one.
Well, it's okay. It's not fair to say that it's bad because, like, you know, everybody
Because
like,
all your stuff is good.
commits different, like level wise. It's not fair to be like, if somebody else had something similar on, I wouldn't call it bad. It was bad for me because I made it in a week because I didn't know there was an anime convention happening, and my friend Cheyenne gaslighted me into going. Which, like, thank God,
Shadow Cheyenne.
how my life is ruined, but also good now.
It's written in the best way.
Yeah,
Exactly.
truly. And so I knew nothing about wigs. I got a really soft, silky wig, thinking that was going to do the
Rip.
trick. And then I used spray glue, which I thought was also going to do the trick. And it was like 30 degrees outside, and just like nothing happened. So I had to get a whole new wig, and it just
In a
looked
week.
like a really bad hot mess. Yeah, them shits is in the garbage, bro. Like, or actually no, I used the base of the first one. I cut off all of the hair and glued and sewed the Unbreakable Curie, which was made out of balsa wood and plexiglass. Don't ever do that, guys. Don't ever use plexiglass and balsa wood cutting into your neck and face.
This is Unbreakable Curie.
Unbreakable Curie, which you will see animated season 4 in October.
I'm so excited.
So, and before.
And where did you find this balsa wood?
I bought the balsa wood. I found the plexiglass on the street.
You just use
Whoops.
street. Okay,
YOLO.
well,
If it's there, it's
that's
fair.
lit.
Just trying to
That-
be cheap, bruh.
If it's there, it's fair. There you go.
Yeah, and I cleaned it,
faster than other
obviously.
makes-
I cleaned it,
pieces.
and then, but the headpiece, I wanted to give up so many times because if anybody's seen photos of that cosplay, it is wooden spikes going out, but they are like carved from things. They're like really thin pieces of wood curved in water and then glued to make a little pyramid spike. And I wouldn't glue those onto a headpiece. I glued like plastic thread to it, which is, I honestly, anytime I embellish anything, I use plastic thread because it's not gonna like break. Pretty
Shout
much
out
ever.
plastic thread.
Yeah, shout
See,
out
I've
plastic
had
thread.
so many bad experiences with the plastic thread.
I also don't do a lot of sewing. I'm not good at sewing. So I mean embellishing by like sewing wood onto a headpiece because
Okay,
that's what I
got
did.
you, I got you.
Every spike was sewn on and I wanted to absolutely die.
You did that for Katsucon.
Yes.
So between November
I went full
and
crackhead.
so you went.
If that's
you,
what you're asking,
you went
yes.
all in.
Because
Like,
I remember, I think,
Goals.
so like, you know, everybody's first con is very exciting, but like this was my first time seeing
this was your first
anime-
con ever.
ever.
Like you had never
Ever,
gone
ever,
to a
ever.
convention before. Okay, continue, please.
So it was my first time seeing characters that I really loved in person being
Brought to
cosplayed.
life?
Yeah, cosplayed. Because like I had seen people walk around during Comic-Con because I remember one day I was waiting to be picked up for a film set and we were sitting in the car. It's like a Times Square area because what better place to be? Ugh, gag.
Never been to Times Square.
Don't. Like no reason. It's just commercials and stupid and tours. But we were there, but people were walking to the Javits Center from those train stations, and I was seeing characters like, and I was just like, oh, they look so cool. Oh my god! And then I had to go work. That sucked.
That's rough.
Yeah, and I've been wanting to start cosplaying for like a few years prior to that, and I still want to do like my super duper dream character, which I think I'm gonna keep secret for now.
Was it something that you just didn't have the time to do, or that you had to work up the courage to do it?
I wouldn't have really known what to do. Like,
You had to
hence
see it.
me
in-
starting with wood. I don't know what foam is. I don't know. Like, a lot of my first Kirie's pieces were made out of leather because there was leather scraps being sold in the art store close to my house. And I was like, I don't know what other hard shit exists out there that like would work for what I'm trying to do. And so I like riveted together leather pieces and it was a little too extra. Like I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, but I
It
mean,
was kind of dumb.
but
love
the
being
extraness like
extra.
blew it out of the water. Like then you discovered foam, and you were just like, oh.
I still kind of prefer working with wood because the foam, like, I really try and be as eco-friendly as I can just because in New York City you see your own refuse immediately. You don't get the luxury of, like, throwing things away and not worrying about where they go. You see it on the streets. Like, that's why I, like, never even want to get a Christmas tree again because, like, after Christmas time, you see, like, hundreds of trees on the street and it makes me so sad. Like, they live their lives, they mind their business, and then they're cut down and just, like, thrown away and pissed on by, like, a crackhead. Like, that sucks. And so that's what happens with non-organic materials. And it sounds kind of annoying and kind of douchey, just even the word organic. But I just really try and be aware of what I consume and that I would honestly probably have done a lot more cosplays if I weren't trying to just be cheap as fuck about it. And then... 2, just kind of like aware of the materials I'm using. I've worked with foam once or twice and it was all right, but like at this point I'm just kind of down to use balsa wood for props and anything else. Like, I mean, obviously there would be exceptions. If I needed to do an armor build, I don't think I would use wood. I think I would collapse under that as...
Well, how hard is it to wear?
Yeah, good road to take. So, Kiri requires prescription level painkillers because I have pieces, wooden, I suppose, gauntlets that I made for my first iteration of Kiri. I also used for my second iteration of Kiri.
His gears, right?
Yeah, his little gear shoulder pads. Like, Kiri, why do you do this? But whatever. I made them out of wood because I'm an idiot and I didn't know what foam was. Those would dig into my sides and, like, on top of that, it would be, so a layer of balsa wood armor, the wood here, and then the wood kind of arm gauntlets that I would make. And so that was constantly digging into my sides. I think the most painful piece that would actually leave marks on me was the neck piece that I made. That was out of plexiglass as well because I wanted it to be like thinner and not super chunky on the neck, which, you know, thin edges means sharp edges. And so I would have red marks all under here. And honestly, I'm surprised I didn't draw blood at some point. Like...
So you literally...
It's dumb. What I did was dumb. Don't do what I did.
You suffer for your art.
I do. And
like tremendously.
I shouldn't.
Like,
and other people shouldn't. So learn from my mistakes, please.
Don't use
Fair warning.
Which is kind of why, like, if Kiri ever makes another appearance, it's like...
Oh my.
It's going to... Like, I don't think it's going to happen, honestly.
How long...
I love him and he's in my closet and he looks weird because it's like a wooden torso hanging in my closet. And then I have... like the arms and all the accessories in a Rubbermaid, and then I have like his headpiece, which I'm still very proud of. Just like sitting in the corner of my room, like looking over my room. It's very perverted looking. Like, it looks like I cut up somebody.
No kidding.
Which is why I'm making I also live in New York City, Brooklyn, very small room. Another real ass problem that I encountered and why I'm not shitting out cosplays like crazy, other than the fact I try and be super aware of
your surroundings.
Yeah, what I'm using. But like, I don't have room.
Oh yeah.
I don't have room. Like, what am I going to do with all this shit? So now I have to really be considerate of the cosplays I want to do. And the characters that I cosplay are characters that I love so much that I'm willing to sacrifice living space for them. So.
Two questions in reference to that. One is, obviously, Kiri is difficult to wear. You've worn him twice. How long were you wearing him for? Like, what period of time?
I would say I can max out at 6 hours.
6 hours?
Yeah.
Wow. That's honestly so much longer than I was expecting.
It is, and it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Love yourself, kids. Don't do what I do.
Even as Deku, which, I mean, is not the most comfortable cosplay for me because it has a lot of layers. Yeah. But, like, 6 hours is a lot. Yeah. That's a long time.
Well, it's also kind of like, once you're in them, like, people are psyched about it. And that's one of the main drives of, like, me doing cosplay is seeing people's reactions. Because I know my reaction to my first convention was, like, and so seeing people, like, recognize that character, where and what was happening in the manga of the time, And people get really psyched when they notice the little details like his bloodied arms, or be like, holy shit, that's like Kiri, or like, oh my god, that's a girl under there. Like, to me, that's really funny and like a really good time and very worth it and very enjoyable. So once you're in it, it's like, might as well stay in it until I literally can't fucking stand it and want to die. Like at Anime NYC, I was stripping in the middle of the floor by the end of the night. And I may or may not have irreversibly damaged some of him. So.
Oh, gee. Poor Kiri.
Yeah, and like I
Mr.
would love to bring him back for the premiere of season 4. But I have another My Hero character that I might just kind of be a little more comfortable in. And he's a season 4 fellow too. So
Oh.
How?
Which feller?
Or is it a
Or is it
secret?
spoilers?
it's not really a spoiler. I think I'm pretty sure I've talked about it on my story once or twice, but I'm gonna do Chronostasis, the guy who, like, he's Ares' caretaker and he has the time hands for hair. And I just remember it was so funny reading that sequence and seeing his face for the first time because he wears a mask most of the manga. And I was just like, Horikoshi, why the fuck did you make this guy hot? And then he's like, he's super beautiful. He's so beautiful.
That's my boy.
And then he's gone, he's arrested, he's done. And I was just like, why would you do that? I wanted him to, like, exist more. Like,
he does exist
just
more,
like
just
a
in
random ass
hero
character,
jail.
just like super duper hot. And I was like, I'm gonna do that because I think it's kind of funny. Like, he's like, because he knew people would get excited about this character.
Yeah.
Because Horikoshi was down with the shits. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's be real now. Or he's
to
down
write
with
the
shits.
way he does, he has to be.
He made a meme in his world.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. Like,
Love him. He references other memes.
like
in his world.
In particular, I mean, I appreciate Jiro's, like, deep dope.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. Like, it's phenomenal. Like,
Sorry.
all right, but I have a quick question.
Yes.
Okay, so when it goes into, like, time, when it goes into space, time and space combined. Now, when it goes into space in your apartment specifically, you obviously cosplay the characters that you love.
Yes.
But would you ever consider selling the cosplays or selling pieces of the cosplays to make room for more characters?
If I can get to a point in my craft where if I put it on and it doesn't physically hurt me, because, like, even with Stain, another well-known cosplay of mine, I think I made the headpiece too tight, and so that is another one that I took. Okay, I'll be honest this time. I think the prescription level of, like, ibuprofen that I had, you're supposed to take 4, and I took 6.
Oh my god.
Wow.
But I never take painkillers at any other point in time.
Yeah,
so I'm kind of like, I'm saving up my my
Saving up
liver
your brownie
or
points.
whatever the hell it is that collapses.
Well, you have to walk funny too with Stain.
Yeah, because I
of
kept
his
on kicking
boots.
off the spikes and the
spikes.
details. I love the boots I made for that, but they're so fragile. I just kept kicking them off. I'm like, fuck.
You literally have to, like, hobble around.
Just
Like,
kind
I've
of,
seen
it's like
you
you kind of
walk.
have
It's
to
like
walk with a funky swagger to avoid. I have little spikes around the toes of the shoes and to like kick them together accidentally because I call my walk like a sloppy walk, which I'm just kind of like doing
like a
this
horse
and
stand, yeah.
Well, I
I
mean,
kick my
doesn't-
ankles together all the time because I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm here, I don't give a fuck, what's good.
Doesn't
But-
Stan, like, kind of lurk?
Yeah, so it's
Doesn't really
like
walk straight. He's
I mean,
kind of like...
probably
he
because of his
perv
boots.
lurks. He
Like,
pervert lurks,
Yeah.
yeah.
he lurks because of his boots. You have the same problem as the
Yeah.
original Stain.
Yeah.
He made his villain design. He's like, I'm gonna go out and be a villain. And as he's like trying to like destroy a hero,
clowned
he's
himself.
like, oh shit,
I don't
I've
know.
gone done and fucked up.
He
I don't
truly
know.
clowned himself.
Horikoshi knew. He knew.
This was for me. Oh! Oh, wait, were we going to talk about most favorite wholesome?
We are.
There's, okay.
So
That's
I gotta-
kind of like a good
We're
transition.
just-
That was a great
Right?
transition, actually. If you have a story, yeah.
Sorry, I just have a good one. I got to
So
write it
you-
down because I have 2 favorites.
all right, you read it down. All right. So so we are going to go into, or on our list of topics to talk about today, is our most wholesome con moments.
And Paul, I want to be cruel today. Abby, you start.
Cruel Angel
Oh, that's
Thesis.
totally fine. Oh, dun,
Da, 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 da,
copyright, just in case.
da, 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 da.
Now Paul gets out the giant robot.
So, fuck.
Okay, sorry, guys.
Oh, this is my favorite wholesome con moment, and it's literally the first thing that jumps into my mind. The time frame was Calzone Point Anime Convention 2019.
CPAC.
CPEC represent.
Rep.
I was
2019?
Yeah, 2019.
This
past
is
year.
recent.
Very
What
recent.
I miss?
What's this?
everything.
What's this?
Someone had college?
Yeah.
Fucking
We had
college.
Shout out college.
And I
Red
also
check.
I have work.
Get out of work.
Shout
So
out
Matt
work.
missed this. But Kat was with me.
Cat.
Wait, I know this story.
This is my favorite.
Cat the frog.
Cat
Cat the
But
frog.
technically a frog.
Shout out Cat the frog.
I love Cat. It was, whatchamacallit, a little, so CPAC 2019, I was dressed as Femme All Night because it was completely last second. I dyed a lace front wig for it to get like that all night yellow. And it was a fun costume. The shoes killed me though because since it was like a suit, I had to like put shoes in the costume.
Oh yeah, you wore heels, right?
I wore heels. They weren't like a
Gender bend.
whoop. They weren't like super tall.
Heels and everything.
But I don't wear heels often. Like, I can walk in heels, but they kill my feet within, like, 30 seconds. So anyway, me and Kat were walking around the con. I think Kat was cosplaying Dan from Dan versus...
Yeah, it's just called Dan versus.
Oh, Dan versus... Well, there we go. Perfect. Because I was going to say Dan versus...
Great
Evil.
underrated cartoon.
Dan versus Evil.
Anyway, so we're walking around, and so at CPAC, there's, like, this part of the con where there's, like, a mall area, and there's, like, this... I think this, like, Chinese restaurant, and there's, like, other sort of things. And there's this photographer that's like, oh, can I get some photos with you guys? So we're taking photos, and then when we're done with that guy, Kat and I are like, all right, let's go back in, because I want to change because my feet were dead. And I always bring extra clothes if I drive to a con, just in case, because you can never be too sure. So then Kat and I are starting to walk back, and we're, like, in this, like, big circle, and then this mom walks up to me, and she's like, Are you dressed as Wonder Woman? Because my daughter wants to know. And I can't tell a little kid no. So I looked at the little kid and I'm like, I'm whatever she wants to be. And she runs over to me, holds my hand, and her mom's like, can she get your picture? I'm like, of course she can. And I like turn to her, I'm like, hi, what's your name? I don't remember her name, but she was like probably 3. Like she was a little kid.
Little babe.
And then I'm like, oh, nice to meet you. What's your favorite color? Because like that's my favorite question to ask, and I think she said pink. And it was just so wholesome. It made me want to cry. So the mom took the picture, and she's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm like, no, thank you so much. And this other little girl ran up to me. And she was like probably 11, so she was older. And I asked what her name was, what her color was. I think she said blue. And we took a photo. And she's like, can we do like the hero pose where like our fists are up in the air? And I'm like, heck yeah, of course we can. And it made my day, and it made me so happy. And then I think, like, the older girl's mom came up to me. She's like, what's going on today? I'm like, oh, there's, like, a convention. And I think it was Saturday, because I had work Sunday, so we only went Saturday. But, like, the fact that, like, that wholesome moment happened at the con, and I just wanted to cry, because, like, I've always wanted, like, a little kid to run up to me and be like, oh, my gosh, wow.
Aww.
And it made me want to cry, because, like, no, I wasn't Superwoman or Wonder Woman, but, like, to these kids, I was, and I was like, yes. And that's my favorite wholesome con moment, and
I thoroughly enjoy that wholesome con moment.
it made
I
me,
was-
like,
Sweet.
so happy.
When kids are involved, it's
I
like,
actually had something similar to happen to me at Otakon the year you didn't come with me, Abby. Actually, had a little kid do that to me when I was dressed up as Miku. Which just, because I don't think you would know, I did actually full cross-dress Hatsune Miku at one time point. That was my first cosplay.
He was 7/8 Miku. He didn't have the blue striped pantsu.
I had them in my heart. It counts.
So it doesn't 7/8 7/8 Miku.
Doesn't fully count, Matt, calling you out.
Exactly. We gotta redo. Clearly, we have to redo it with full concept.
screen
Mitsu.
accurate. That's what you sound like.
You know what? I still fin the cosplay and everything. Fine, I will do it.
I enjoy.
Matt, I don't want to
It's
see
okay.
that. I don't want to see, like, Miku panties in your drawer, because sometimes I fold your mom's and dad's laundry because I need to do my laundry, and I don't want to be like, I know this is Matt's, and then mom and dad would go sort through, like, the socks
And it'd end
the
up in
underwear.
yours.
getting too personal.
Yeah.
Please stop.
I enjoy your two stories. I think to add a note, like a funny note at the end, if those two small children turned back and were like, "Bye, Elsa," I think that would have been. That would have made me laugh.
I would have, like, laughed and cried because that was my favorite. Oh, it's such a good moment. It makes me literally so happy.
But that 11-year-old, I mean, aside from her mom, like, hey, what's going on at the convention? She knew what's up. She was like, "Yo, hero pose with me. Let's go."
Yeah, I'm
like,
pretty sure, like, she probably actually knew I was from My Hero, but
Yeah.
she didn't. But she didn't ask, like, oh, are you this, are you that? So, like, I'm assuming she probably, like, knew what I was, like,
She was-
the older girl.
Yeah.
That's fucking All Might. That's an 11-year-old voice. That's fucking All Might. I know, like.
Fucking
fuck yeah, my real dream's coming true. All Might in person, even though All Might doesn't have boobies, but boobies.
All Might doesn't have boobies, but eat this. Like,
Oh my.
that's fine.
All right.
Does anybody else have a wholesome con? Matt, you have a wholesome con moment?
I'm like torn between two.
Okay.
So one actually did happen at a con. One wasn't at a con, but it was still cosplay related.
Still counts.
So the one that happened at a con, I found one of my like favorite artists that I've been following for years, and her booth got so big that she goes into the dealer's room now.
Ooh.
And yeah,
I was there for that.
As just a dealer, not as a artist alley.
Well,
Yeah.
she's selling her original art, but she's selling it. Her booth's just huge.
Oh, okay.
And it's in the dealer's room.
Gotcha.
But she sells like original canvases, backpacks, umbrellas, art. She sells a lot of things now.
Gorgeous.
And I was buying something, and her girlfriend was the one who was like checking me out and backing everything. And I was like, I love her art. It's so amazing. Blah, blah, blah. I've been following her for years, and I'm so like secondhand proud of her. And I look to the side, and the artist is right there, and she's like, like she was ready to cry. And she was like, "Thank you so much." And I just think of that, and it just makes me happy. And then the second one, this happened so long ago, but I used to work at.
Hang on, you're blushing. This is like you.
Because like
Blushu,
blushu.
blushu.
Like, so this one happened a while ago. I used to work at a pretty artsy store, and this guy kept coming into the store for like all these different things, and I was like, dude, what do you need? And he was like, it's kind of obscure, but like maybe you can help us. And I was like, just tell me what it is. And he's like, I'm trying to make my 8-year-old son a Junkrat cosplay. And I was like, no way, I love Junkrat. And his son was there. And I was like, yeah, like I cosplay, I do this. And his son goes, you cosplay? That's so cool! And he was like he was asking me all these questions, and he was like, cosplayers are the greatest! And I wanted to cry. I went to the break room, and I was like, this is the greatest day of my entire life. A kid saw me as a hero. Oh my god.
Damn.
And like, it just gives me all the warm fuzzies, and I love it.
That's so good.
You guys made me drop all my ooh-woos.
Woos!
Guys can
Woos
have
in the
them.
chat.
Oohs in the chat. That's so wholesome. Aw. What about you there, Petey? Do you have a wholesome con story? Matt, I'm sorry. I've interrupted Matt 3 times. Matt, do you have a wholesome
it's already
con
too late.
story?
You've already passed the baton. You've already passed the baton.
You know, we're
you already passed the baton.
Do you have a wholesome con story, Petey?
I do. 2018 Katsukon was really fun. Had a great time.
I think that's where mine comes from too.
But that was my first, Katsukon. I remember it as being one of the best cons I've ever been to. That being said, it was only my second one. But
Still counts.
Still counts.
It's only my second one. I mean, it still stands.
Yeah.
And so when this year rolled around and I was in a very tough financial and physical state and I could not attend, I was really, really, really sad. And so my friends, Paul included, helped me get there. Paul drove me. I stayed with my friend Zach, Mr. O2 Hero. Shout out to my man.
Shout out, Zach.
And a friend who I don't really want to say the name of because I feel like I don't want other people coming to them for this.
That's
but I
cool.
also appreciate them beyond belief. Bought a fucking weekend ticket for me because I literally had nothing. Because I wanted to go and I wanted to just find one good thing about my life at that point.
Oh, stop.
Hugs.
And this wasn't planned. Oh, I'm glad I have a hat.
Oh, no, dude.
But I wanted to go so I could sell prints just to, like, eat food. And people came and they bought prints, and it meant a lot.
Can I
And
give you a
that was-
hug?
Yes.
She needs
Give her a
one.
tight one for me. I'm all the way over here.
Hey.
And so that was really amazing. It just made me really happy to be a part of the community. And I hadn't, like, at that point, like, cried at a convention ending. But I remember I was hanging out with some friends, like, helping them with a photo shoot. And Paul was like, we need to go. Like, I was like, oh, shit.
I didn't mean to rush you. I'm sorry.
No. I think
okay.
I misunderstood the time that I was thinking, like, oh, yeah, we'll leave around, like, 5 or 6.
Oh, okay.
And it was like, nah, dude, like 2 p.m.
Oh, 2
and I was like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
shit, I'm outside and helping somebody. And so I ran back and, like, at that point, like, all of my closest con friends were together because I'm, like, on the phone with them, like, I'm leaving, guys. Meet here by the gazebo. And so we can all say
Balls
goodbye.
busy.
And so we did. And then I immediately turned around and just started fucking crying. So it's just like, this was so good. And this was so necessary.
That literally makes me like so happy to hear, because I love when people come together, especially to like help out another, and that's like just so wholesome.
It was.
I think I honestly like was very impressed by that. How everybody did come together to like, because I was like, I can get you down there. Like, I was like,
Yeah, I know.
like-
I was, because we had met. Oh, I had borrowed your wig.
Yeah, you borrowed.
And so we met to like give it back.
Where'd you go? You went to
Holmat.
And I sent Marley down. She was going to Holmat, so I gave her the wig to give to you.
Who I hadn't even met Marley. Somehow we missed each other. I went to the wrong building, and then now Marley and I are cool. We both love frogs. Shout out to Marley. And I was like, damn, I'm kind of upset I didn't meet her then, because like we fuck with each other now. But I had to wait till fucking Katsicon because I'm an idiot and I missed her.
No.
But yeah, I rode down with Paul, Katie, and Marley, and it was a really good car ride and really
It
good,
was, wasn't it?
really good wholesomeness and friendship and new friends and old friends, and it was just like, damn, like that was it. I was like, I'm never gonna stop doing this.
We get damn.
I can't.
Got
do
him!
it. Yeah.
I
But if you guys want a less emotional and more just kind of like cool.
don't know.
story,
I don't
got
even know
one of
how.
them
I don't even
too.
know how we continue after that. I'm just
Okay,
like-
well, here's one. So my first con anime NYC 2017. This is kind of funny because this is the Kiri that I'm not impressed with and I don't really think was good. We were in the artist alley, my friend Cheyenne and I, and we were shopping for nerd shit, as one does, which I went absolutely crackhead insane because I'd never just been in a place with so much nerd shit
Big mood.
in one place, and I probably spent way more than I should have.
Oh,
That was
always.
like beyond what I should have done.
But,
Anyways,
like, merch though.
yeah, it was like, I had to. I call it like it's the fever.
The fever.
I got the fever.
You got-
I got the nerd fever. I had to buy some dumb shit. But we stopped by a booth and it was a manga artist and he worked on a lot of action frames and kind of like he wasn't like the he's not a mangaka. I don't
He was
know.
a key animator.
He was an animator. Oh, he might have been. I don't really remember. 2 years ago, guys.
Back in my day.
2 years ago. I still follow him on Instagram, and I believe his name is Mikey.
Shout out, Mikey.
Shout out Mikey. Yeah, from Japan. Had a translator there,
Oh, shit.
and I bought his little like how to draw a manga book, and I was like, oh, this is so cute. But
Actually, do you draw?
I draw. Yeah, not as much as I should
She's
to
very-
express myself creatively.
She's
I'm
sin-
always
she's sinfully good.
creatively constipated.
I know that feeling.
But this manga artist was impressed with my Kiri and Cheyenne's toga, and we were just like, you know, hanging out with him for a little bit, speaking with his translator and him, and the translator said like, can he take a picture? And I was like, oh yeah, sure. He's like, he knows Horikosho, he's gonna send it to him. Dude,
Good damn.
I was just like,
Senpai?
That's
yes, please. And now I'm
that's very
salty
good.
because like Horty saw my shitty Kiri instead of my good one. Damn it!
Just gotta find the artist again.
I know.
Exactly.
I
Mikey, come back.
would never. I mean, like I follow him, he follows me. We're mutuals. But like I would never like go up to somebody and be like, send my picture of me to this artist who's super fucking busy, and because like that's not cool to do to you know, to Mikey, because Mikey's his own person. I think he's very cool and I enjoy the work that he puts out too.
Mhm.
So like I don't ever want anybody to ever feel like I'm using them for anything.
That's so awesome.
But I mean, that would just be fun. Like, send my picture to Horika. Like, you
Yeah.
know, like.
Senpai.
Yeah, you're like, what do you think of this stain dancing on a rooftop? Because
What do you think
That
of this
exists.
Stain Uraraka crack ship?
I know.
And he
Oh my
just
god,
said-
it's not a ship, you 14-year-old
It's-
motherfuckers.
It's a
not
crack
ship.
ship.
You perverts.
And all he just says back is, Wakarimasen.
Yeah.
Wakarimasen. Omae wa
Mao Shinderu?
shimao shinderu.
That reminds me, like, the one time I was cosplaying Utena from Revolutionary Girl Utena at Anime Next. I think it was 2016 or 2017.
It's-
Back
It-
in the day.
It was 2017.
We were
Okay,
stuck on the
2017,
witches.
and I was doing the masquerade for Anime Next, not Anime NYC, wow. And I was walking around, And there's these people, the group of people coming to me, and then someone comes up to me in a very thick Japanese accent. Can we take a picture of you? And I was like, yeah, sure. They're like, I love Lieutenant. Turns out they were working for Trigger, and I was like, ah! Yeah.
Good damn.
And like I like just didn't even think about it, but then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a second. But I thought it was so cool.
You know, if that was Trigger, that could have been possibly the Little Witch Academia director and stuff was like in there too.
That is my guilty freaking pleasure. Little Witch Academia.
Also, I am
love that
disappointed
show.
in Anime
All
Next.
of them.
Bring back Trigger to Anime Next. They've had full
What?
panels with him. Now, despite everyone says it was
Hang on, wait, time out. I missed something here. Wait.
okay.
I see Paul's staring really hard.
Yeah.
Okay, Anime Next, bring back Studio Trigger because we love them.
Okay.
And Inferno Cop, everyone keeps saying that special episode premiered at Anime Expo. No, that was Anime Next.
Gotcha.
That was Anime Next.
Tell him. You tell him.
Okay.
And plus, there's a reason why he visits New Jersey, because it was New Jersey Con, not because he's in California.
All right, Matt. Do you have a story of wholesomeness?
I have two.
Those wholesome stories. Okay.
All right, we're going
Wait,
back to
Matt. Before we made a joke about how we were cutting you off, so I just really had to cut you off. Okay, continue.
anyone else.
No.
I'm your
Okay.
little sister. I have rights.
All right, so my first one goes back to 2008 New York Comic Con. This is my first con where I went with my older sister.
Damn dog. You have an older sister too?
Yes,
Yeah.
plot twist.
Yeah, she's 13 years older than me. I love her. We're super close. It's
Does she
true.
cosplay?
We've gotten her to dress up. She doesn't cosplay, but we've gotten her to dress up. She's not really into like nerd culture, but she thinks it's cool. And every time she goes to a convention, she's like, "You're dressing me up."
Okay.
That's adorable. I
Be
love
my
that.
stylist.
I love my sister so much. He's
But
Shout out, sister.
so basically, this is actually the time and point at New York Comic Con you actually go get tickets in person. Yeah, that dates me.
who is she?
But anyways, so Atari was there and they were promoting their upcoming DBZ fighting game on the PS2. So it was awesome.
Budokai?
No, it wasn't Budokai.
Okay. Tenkaichi?
It wasn't Tenkaichi. There was one series after that.
God. Continue. That's dated.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, you're old as shit. Thanks, Paul. That's what I'm
And
hearing.
Paul's older than me,
It's just
so
like, I know, it's like,
So he's
just like Paul's
ancient.
like,
But
Man.
Paul
I'm
is wee baby.
Paul's ancient baby.
Paul is wee baby.
Wee baby.
Wee baby.
Where I'm age.
But anyways, all I just
Well,
remember
I'm
is they
so
were
sorry.
looking for
Girls.
4 people to join this quick fighting thing, tossing t-shirts out. You know, I barely
Appreciate.
caught one. You know, I got to join in the fighter thing. I was out the first round, but still was awesome to be
Aw.
part of. And on top of that, some random nerd guy was actually really nice to my older sister and actually passed her an Atari shirt that he caught. So that was just awesome of him. Didn't have to do that for her.
yeah.
Yeah, that whole con was just great. I met some of the webcomic artists that I liked during that time.
Oh man, 2008 webcomics.
Yep.
Do you even webtoons?
Oh, I love her. It's Lore,
Yeah.
Lore Olympus. Oh!
Yeah, if anybody wants to be part of a Lore Olympus group at Katsucon Friday night, we're doing that.
We'll see.
Get a
I'm gonna be
Consquad.
mad.
I hate but love her.
She's got some shit coming up. So
I just got
we're
so
gonna find
hype I
out.
want to
She's very-
vomit. Like I'm
She's very
so hype.
I'm trying not to do the fast pass because
multifaceted.
I like fast passed it in the past. I'm trying to not because money,
Yeah.
but I want to because that is my favorite webtoon other than Let's Play and I Love You. Oh.
Ghost Seller though.
I
Ghost
actually
Seller?
haven't read that one yet.
Watch, listen,
Read?
read Ghost Seller.
Consume it
Consume
in a
Ghost
media
Seller.
form,
Exactly.
whichever
Oh,
form
man,
that may be.
City of the Blanks is pretty dope.
Ghost Seller.
Ooh,
City of the Blanks.
Edith
City
is
of
really
Blanks.
good too.
Oh,
I
Oh,
haven't seen
yeah,
Love
I'm
that.
gonna eat it.
I want to cosplay Edith.
I have
get
not.
jealous
just
of
like
her
white
hair,
hair,
so
I
I
just
just
white hair.
can't
Hey
stop.
guys.
I gotta
She's
read
so
into
cute.
this.
Guys, I've never read a webtoon yet.
Nah.
Dude,
Well,
you're missing out,
start.
man.
It's just a lot of good shit.
There's
there.
a
It's
lot of-
lot of
You know, guys,
independent work.
It's
in
so
that.
good.
Just send me stuff on Instagram. I should go read.
Okay, Laura
Download
Olympus.
the app,
Start
and then
with
get started.
Laura Olympus.
Okay.
Lore Olympus is so the updates every Sunday.
I mean, aside from like the art style, like the story is very good.
Yes.
Like, you know,
I like
like
how it's a modern day.
mhm.
Yeah, modern day. If you're curious, it's a modern day. Anybody else listening who doesn't know what Lore Olympus is, it's a modern day retelling of the Greek.
Yeah, the
Not
Greek
Roman,
mythology.
but
But what's really cool, the human world is still in ancient
existence.
times where, like, the gods, the goddesses, and everything like that, they're modern. Where the
they have-
human world,
The underworld looks like New York City.
I
kind of.
fucking
Yes.
love it. It's
You're telling me New
is
York
like
City isn't the
style.
underworld?
I mean, it is, but
But it's at least not LA.
time is a circle.
Hold on.
Continue. Second wholesome story from Matt.
Yeah.
All right, so this was
interrupted you.
New York Comic Con 2014.
I went one day
Good year. Good year.
The day me and Abby both went as Hatsumi Miku.
You guys both did Miku?
Yeah, we both did Miku one day. We did 2 different versions.
Wasn't that at Anime Next?
No.
Check yourself.
Oh, I remember it now. It was Thursday.
Now, I just like that this one girl pulled me aside, had quite literally told me just very straightforward, like, you're taking a picture of me. You look way better than any other of the girls. You weren't around, Abby.
That's fine. I hated my skirt, and I have a story from that isn't for this podcast.
All right.
But yeah, that's just to me, just like, I'm a dude getting complimented I look better than the other girls.
Bad bitch.
You could have had a bad bitch.
Oh, God.
The middle.
All right, and that's like the only thing we can say for that without getting copyright strike. So that's the.
I don't know, man. The first couple of lyrics are just a meme now, so I think it's fair game.
Yeah, exactly. It's all on TikTok.
It's on
now.
TikTok. It's on TikTok.
Now,
So,
Paul, it's your turn.
All right, real
you
quick.
probably have many.
I have so many, but real quick. I went to KatsuCon, the same Katsu I brought
Katsu.
PD to, and I think you were there, but it was me.
Myself to go this year.
I know Simply Arabella was there,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you were standing right next to me too, or you had just walked away. But so I was Deku this day. This was Saturday. Yeah, which day were you staying? Saturday?
Saturday,
Yeah. So I was Deku. This was Saturday. This little Deku in a full Deku onesie, probably no older than 3-4 years old, straight up runs over to me and gives me a hug on the leg. And I swear to God, he said Watashi ga kita. And but
Well, he was there.
But I was like, dude, where's your parent? You're just hugging my leg. And
Paul, you are the parent now.
well, what I did was I just took him and I just threw him up on my shoulder. And so he could get some height, and then he saw his family member, and he waved to
Desperately
them.
searching for him.
Desperately searching for him. Exactly. This
Son!
woman was panicked,
Jason!
and
She was actually.
Oh, she was.
Understandably
She was. Well, because he just ran off, and you know how
just
crowded Katsu get. And so he waves to his mom, and he yells "mom," and she comes over, and I place down, and she's like, "Oh my God, thank you so much," and I was just like, "You got it." So that's my wholesome moment.
It's a good thing that when he got separated, there's a character that he knew that he could run
He
to.
went straight to Deku.
Unless he blasted away from his parents to you. But if he had already kind of slithered out of their grasp, and then I could understand that being a very scary situation for a child. I know if that were me, I'd be crying.
I mean,
But if he saw you and he was safe.
he's like, there's Deku. And
I'm fine.
I mean, I was and I was with, like I said,
Nani?
friggin' Simply Arabella. She was Mina too. So and there was other cosplayers around too. But
It's just My Hero Academia.
but yeah,
I
but
know
yeah,
that
exactly.
one.
I know that one. So that's my wholesome con moment, and that's that. It just made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Well, we're going to keep those warm and fuzzy feelings going on with the cosplayers who inspire us.
I'm allergic to warm and fuzzy. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm
Okay.
One thing you're not allergic to.
Yeah, because you would be allergic to your cat.
I would cry if I was allergic to Sammy. I would literally bawl so many tears. I would.
Abby, I think that's just the allergies.
But let's jump in there with inspirational / your favorite cosplayers. All right, how many do we want to do per person? You want to do?
I have 6.
I
You have
have
6?
a list.
I have
Hang
3
on.
Alright,
in 2 separate categories.
We'll keep it unlimited. So whoever you guys want to throw out there.
Yeah, and
So,
then we'll just be smart people and be aware of how long. we're
and just
taking.
tell me why you like them or what about them inspires you. You know, such and stuff like that.
So,
Amanda has
Paul,
heard them too.
I want to start with you.
You want to start with me?
Well, you went last, so now you go first.
Oh, I thought
Can
you
I-
meant we were gonna say Paul because I love Paul. He's so great.
Paul's the greatest. Paul used to be one of my favorite cosplayers, and then we became friends, so we downgraded.
I was removed from the list. Is that
You
what
went
happened?
from great
Because all
to
of my
greater.
friends are the greatest, so I'm biased.
First things first on the realist.
practicing that the whole world be like.
And
Sorry.
that's our second copyright strike right there.
That's like our third.
Oh God. Nani?
We do this every episode almost.
Oh God. All right.
Part.
I definitely
Same.
need to
He
go
starts, I
last
finish.
on this because.
Nope, too late.
Nope, you started.
No. Okay.
I
I don't want to take everybody
Motion vote?
else's though.
All right, you know, Paul.
Wait,
Say at
wait,
least one.
wait. Let me see your list to see if we
I
have.
don't. I don't have. I only have 2 names written down, but I have like a list of 10 in my head.
I know 2. I swear I know 2.
All right, Paul. At least name 2 for right this second.
2 that you think we might share.
That we might share.
Yeah.
Paul just lists off all 10.
You should have written down all 10.
I should have written down.
Okay, you write them down.
Yeah, you write
Okay.
them down, and then I know us.
The 3 of us
Amanda,
share 2 at the very least.
Edie, we have the same 2, and that is Alex Cosplays and DeBerry Bets.
God, they were on my list.
Alex and Leia are literally, like, I love them so much.
I love their cosplays. I also think they put a very impactful, positive influence
God,
in the
yeah.
community.
Yes.
And plus also just, like, cosplay twin goals. Like, yeah, I have cosplay
Oh
sibling
my
goals,
God.
but they have cosplay twin sibling goals.
Yeah, like, I have them under my list of cosplayers that I love because of their overall just personality. Like, even outside of the cosplay community, because both of them will sometimes share very personal details, and, like, I just love the realness and the trueness, and I love that they don't take shit from no one.
Yeah.
But they're still really positive and want absolutely nothing but good vibes all around.
Which I love.
Like, I adore that.
And plus they're both so hardworking, too, which is
yes.
so admirable.
And their dogs are amazingly
Oh,
cute.
want to steal their dogs, just being honest.
Oh yeah, no.
They're so cute. I want to, like... So, fun fact, sometimes Nick and I will just, like, go on random walks around neighborhood. For those who don't know, Nick's my boyfriend. And we'll just see dogs, and I'll turn to him and be like, Nick, we're gonna fucking steal that dog. And he's like, Abby, no. And I was like, but look at its face. Or then sometimes, or he'll be like, yo, I just came home from work and there was this dog and I'm gonna pull over and ask the owner what type of dog it is. And I'm like, that might be weird, but do it. But yeah, I want to
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, these 2 are on my list as well because like everyone that I have on my list is somebody who I've actually interacted with on a personal level and I think
That's
is
so
like
cool.
really amazing and genuine. I don't like people who put on a show and then don't kind of, follow through with the messages that they're giving out. And I think the fact that both of them are very successful with social media, but they still manage to be very, like you were saying, they keep it real.
They do.
But they also, their positive outlook is commendable. It truly is because like you can tell sometimes when they are tired or when they are stressed or when they need to go on hiatus, for example.
Yeah.
They're not gonna like air super dirty laundry. They're not gonna like
They're not-
smear people. They're not
they're
going to.
They're real and honest,
Yeah.
which I think also makes another reason why a lot of people like them, because they're almost trying, even if they're not individually talking to you, they're talking to their audience, which I think is really cool and just.
They're aware of the weight of their words, and they're the perfect example of pulling somebody up by their hand instead of stepping on them. Like pulling each other up, finding successes and little beautiful things in every day of life without, a lot of people will step on other people for like fame or attention or whatever objective it is that they're trying to achieve. And they don't do that, and I think that's really wonderful.
Yeah.
And they're just sweet people.
And plus, a lot of people, I don't want to say a lot, but there are some people that have a big following, and they'll use their following to almost attack other people.
Yep.
And
Yep.
we've all definitely seen this before, and honestly, whenever I see that, I instantly unfollow that person, because I'm like, I don't want that negativity. You guys are the ones putting problems in the cosplay community. Yeah. When, like, there's already problems, but, like, it doesn't have to be as bad as people try to make it to be, and they can, it's like, it's not that hard to be a good person.
Yeah.
And
I think it's like, solve your problems. Don't send a bunch of like, young people who are listening to you and are looking up to you to go do your dirty work. If you've got an issue with somebody, your phone is freaking out.
Oh, it's just it's selling a. Actually, what is it doing? Can't even see.
100% the battery.
Are we not plugged in?
Apparently not. Is this a dead outlet?
it was working the other day.
Now it's charging.
Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
Problem solved.
Okay. Sorry, I was just like,
Are anybody watching for
I
questions?
see you.
No.
Oh. I'm like before, Meg sent me...
I don't have enough battery
Oh,
power.
wait. How do you...
Oh, so...
So yeah. So
Am I joined
No.
in the live or something?
No,
it's
it's just someone mans it. And
yeah.
waits for
Normally,
questions.
Oh,
Meg
so
will
I could be
man
like watching it. Okay.
Exactly.
The manager's not here.
Oh, it's me!
Yeah, normally Meg's here to like
Wow,
man
what a
it,
lag.
but Meg's feeling a
Oh,
little ill right now.
Mhm.
So
Shout out
I
Meg.
love
I
Meg.
just turned my
Meg's one of my
Reels
favorite
down.
cosplayers.
Real
Meg
talk.
is.
I love Meg. Real talk. Meg is
Like
like
one of my favorite photographers.
one of my favorite photographers, and she's like legitimately one of my best friends because she's dealt with me since like
Back
the
as
8th
well.
grade.
So we should feel bad for her.
Sucks be you, Meg.
All right. So I have so many.
No
God,
questions.
I have a lot.
Wait, so since
So he said. So you said Alex and
Alex
Very
and Leia.
best.
and the very best.
there are some
Both
other
are amazing.
they are amazing. There's some other people I like to quickly like join on that like list of like people who are like in my opinion very I love them so much. People who are very effective in my opinion who puts out a really positive message to the cosplay community. And that's Fania. I forgot what she used to be, but she used to be Mango Cyrene, but now she's Fania. And she actually took a hiatus from the cosplay community for a while because how toxic it got for her. Because at one point she was professional level, or what people would consider professional level.
Is she the one that made the patterns?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
I won one of her patterns for free. But in my opinion, she's extremely positive and she's real with the audience. So is Deja Vu Dia and Night Eyes Cosplay. Those are like the three that like super stick out to me who are like extremely positive. And also, I just love them. And in like some of them don't even post that often anymore because they're like, I'm gonna work on myself because I want to give that message to other people that they should work on themselves and help themselves and respect.
There was a cosplayer, a smile and a song.
Oh, I recently found out about this.
She was essentially bullied out of the community
For
Yeah.
dumb,
For-
stupid, garbage reasons that
Like,
people should.
for
Be really
abs-
ashamed
for
of.
It breaks my
absolutely ridiculous reasons. And I'm not going to get into it because it's her story to tell and everything
There.
like that. Their story to tell. You're absolutely right. But God, they were an amazing. I watched
They're
once.
Mina. They're JoJo
They're
cosplays.
Yeah.
Mina, they're
Okay.
JoJo,
Oh my
but they're Princess Peach.
God.
I gotta say, I have I was I can't remember what convention it was, but I was watching their live, and they are hard, man. A Smile and a Song literally went and shaved off her eyebrows.
Yep.
Their eyebrows for Peach. And that is the hardest thing you could to do as like for
Like, they
like,
went,
like you are hard, man.
"Damn."
Like oh, like it was literally amazing. I have so much respect for them. It's absolutely unbelievable. And for what happened, for them to be bullied out of the community, like it's an absolute shame that we lost one of the best cosplayers in the entire world.
Yeah,
Like-
I grew very angry when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
This is just
actually,
you go
sorry,
first.
actually have little. It's like I'm going to have to work myself back into the JoJo fandom, and I have 2 cosplays that are coming to life from
Didn't
when
you
I
do a
watched
Rohan?
JoJo.
You do a Rohan cosplay?
I don't even know who that is because I've only watched 1 through 3, and I have no desire as of right now because it makes me so angry to think about what happened with this person. Parts 4 and 5 and anything beyond that.
Was it
Because-
primarily with their Mina cosplay that like
That was something people had brought back.
Okay, yeah.
The maelstrom of stupid was because, so anybody who's not familiar with this story, a popular cosplayer cosplayed a character that they weren't, madly in love with. They don't really care for that character, but it was showcase a series of makeup and wigs that they had done for like this part 5 of JoJo, and they did a fantastic job. And
Amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely incredible.
And they said, like, this isn't my favorite character. I remember the original caption for the photo was something along the lines of, like, I don't really care for this character. And people lost their damn marbles. They were accusing of, like, trying to swing favoritism. And it's like, first off, how can you care so much? Like, I'm sorry, but, like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
No, I
What the
agree.
fuck? And I'm like, it makes me mad to think about it now that people who, and like, we're all nerds here, obviously, but like, I can't imagine dedicating so much of my time to like being militant about something to the point of attacking another cosplayer because they did a character they weren't like in love with.
Oh yeah.
That makes me so angry, and like
Well,
I would fight somebody about that.
we're a firm
like
believer.
Brooklyn street fight about that. Like
We're a
say
firm
that shit.
believer on our show here that like cosplay is whatever you want to make.
It's
of
fun.
it.
It's for
fun.
everyone.
It's for everyone.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what character you want to do.
Do it how you
Love,
wanna
hate
do it.
relationship. Do it how you want to do it.
ain't nobody
Like-
getting fucking paid. What the fuck? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I mean, like,
well,
unless
usually.
unless you're being brought out by a company, and unless it's like you're being sponsored by like the makers of this
yeah.
character. And
Patreons
if-
don't count. Okay.
Yeah, sorry,
Like-
patrons don't count. You're supporting an artist because you like what they do and how they do it.
Mhm.
If a company brings you out and you do like a garbage job of something, then it's kind of like, this
Yeah.
person kind of sucks. Like they really took advantage of that opportunity. But like, ain't nobody getting fucking paid for what the
Right,
fuck? Like what? At what
right.
point does any Instagrammer, any person looking at any content put out by somebody who's doing it for the pure love of this craft, at what point do they have a right to have an opinion that matters, positive or negative? Because no matter what, and like we all talk about like, yes, we love the energy we get from each other, the positive energy a lot. But like when it the coin flips and it's the ugly side of it of like, oh, this person doesn't like your cosplay, like doesn't matter. So the fuck what? What are you
Don't-
gonna
don't-
do?
You know,
Like it made me. It
It's that
kind of made me
TikTok.
want to.
You don't like me? You ever seen that TikTok?
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh
like
my god, no!
I know what
no,
you're talking
we're,
about.
Love that.
we're showing it to you after this. You're
Okay,
gonna know
we'll
what I'm
do
saying.
we'll do that after.
Okay.
Let me rage because I'm
Continue,
angry.
continue.
Do it.
Rage.
Do it.
Rage, rage.
Rage is
Good.
a back
I was
to-
hoping
back
I
to
could go
Paul.
off
I'm
tonight.
sorry, go on.
Lord, I needed it.
You could have had a bad bitch.
Paul,
Sorry.
you're derailing my train of thought,
Continue,
and
continue.
this rage train needs
It's
to
my ADD,
continue.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, just it's a air of entitlement of once you see something on the internet, it has been presented to me, and my consumption of it is the most important thing, because that is what we're taught by advertising being catered to with products and media, and like I work in fucking film and media. I know how this shit works, like. But the thing is, like, it doesn't matter. And like I raged about this when it happened.
Oh yeah. No, I saw your
And
I saw your entire
Yeah.
story. Like you had like 12, 15 stories dedicated.
Yeah, I would like
the-
if
like,
somebody if you say dumb shit to me about my cosplay, like I don't care. I'm gonna have a great day regardless, because I know your little ass fucking opinion doesn't really mean anything. And like that doesn't mean to say I don't appreciate like positive energy, because positive energy is kind of like our thing. That's what we're here for. It's what we try and give out, and it's not something that we like expect or deserve in return, but it's always kind of like a fun thing, because again, we're not doing this for like our egotistical reasons. We're doing this because like when I think of cosplay, I think of it as like a love letter to the character and to the creators and to everyone who worked on the creation of something that we can all enjoy so much. And so when people get nitpicky about a fucking cosplayer doing something, it's just like, mind your fucking business. What are you here for?
I'd like
Go
to,
away.
I'd like
Go
to just
away.
add one thing on top of that. Just remember, there's a person on the other side of the screen.
Yeah.
They get hurt, they cry, among
Yeah.
anything.
You could call
Yeah.
it a dual
Yo.
screen.
Yeah, and like
Oh,
I see
Get out.
I see a lot of younger cosplayers, and I mean younger, like I'm 25. I'm kind of like
By the
wherever
keys.
that is.
You're the
Yeah.
middle child right now of us.
Huh?
You're the middle child of us.
Yes, beautiful arrangement here. We have bouquet of ages, but even
they
like
have-
younger people, from to me, young is like 19 and 18.
Yeah.
Oh, I think like high school.
Yeah, I mean that too, even more so.
Under 20.
When I grew up
Minors.
on the internet, it was a different landscape. 4chan was huge. Reddit, Imgur was my particular vice. And so, like, you cannot offend me. You cannot offend me with anything that you say. I'm going to look at you and be like, okay, seen it. Seen worse shit. The landscape of the internet culture has changed so much to where we are becoming so much more aware of other people's struggles and other people's emotions. And, like, I think that's a wonderful, beautiful thing, to where a joke in 2009 would not fly because it's it's in bad taste, and it stopped being funny when we realized that, like, you know, a subject matter that we're making fun of is no longer funny, and it's a really shitty thing to do. Mm-hmm. So this generation now, they don't have that tough skin that somebody like me might have. Again, you can say the nastiest shit to me about something that I've done or my cosplay.
And you can brush it off.
Yeah, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you gonna do? Fight me? No, pussy. But like whoop that ass. What's gonna happen?
Get that arm work.
Yeah, like what you gonna do? No, I'm playing. But violence isn't the answer, guys. You can still these younger people don't have that thick skin, and because they're being more honest, and because they've experienced more honesty from people on the internet, it's a different environment, and I think like people disregard that entirely.
Well, I agree 100%.
And I think it's like a very strange, like, in between gray world that we're in now, where
well, we're changing.
We're changing, but
that's
it.
I hope we're changing for the better.
If we
but
survive.
We don't really know. But that's the whole thing. It's when we evolve into a beautiful butterfly. Well, here's the thing. We're either going to become a butterfly or we're going to become a moth. But what happens to the
moths are fine. I think
moths are fun.
What happens to the caterpillar? Well, what happens to the caterpillar when it goes into the cocoon, right?
Disintegrates.
It literally liquefies.
Yeah.
It starts as a bug, crawls into its cocoon, and then literally jellifies.
Yeah.
And then comes out.
Ripping off the scars.
Exactly.
Of what we've been doing to ourselves as a culture. It's going to fucking hurt, and people are going to get hurt in the process.
Exactly. But right now,
learning.
we are goo.
And
like
just
our whole America, our whole world is just goo in the cocoon, and we're waiting to get out of there.
We are goo.
We are goo. We're the goo in the cocoon.
Is?
Goo.
And just remember,
Ooh,
your
good.
fun biological
Ew,
fact
oh my God,
is,
that sounds-
even after the liquefaction, they still remember the old.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's right. They remember that they're caterpillars. And in theory, I've never.
Well, they remember.
I've never really asked a caterpillar or a butterfly if they remember.
Or they would, but we
How
just
rude.
can't understand them.
So.
Wait, where are we now?
Well,
We're just like caterpillars.
I want.
It's like Zenitsu just woke up from a
Do you
power
have one
nap.
thing to say? Because I have a decent.
I just have more.
Oh yeah, we can
cosplayers.
just yell about
okay.
the cosplayers, but we'll make it brief. We'll make it brief.
All right,
Okay.
so real quick, I just think that is the most romantic way I've ever heard cosplay described.
Oh, like
as,
a love
as
letter?
a love letter to the creator. I love that. I want to put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like,
I
Especially,
kind
like,
of
small
I
creators.
realized it recently because like when I do a cosplay or when I make a cosplay and why I'll wear it even if it hurts me to the point of tears is because I once like if somehow and it's also like the fact that like you know that picture of my one cosplay even if it wasn't that great was sent to the creator like if you were that character or if you were that that creator like how awesome is that?
Yeah.
And so, like, I thought of that feeling, and I wanted to give that to people.
that's absolutely beautiful. All right. Going on. All right.
Also, dressing up is fun.
Dressing up is fun.
I love
so fun.
I love pretending to be someone that I'm not, because I'm like, yeah, I'm going to just forget everything for a while and pretend that I'm
A boy who
fucking
breaks his bones all
internet
the
pop
time.
star.
Pineapples delight. Papples.
Pebbles.
Yeah, that's me and Twitter. Papples Delight, because Pineapple's Delight was too fucking long. Call it on Twitter.
All right, so back to cosplayers because
Yeah,
we
okay,
never
so I'm
actually
just gonna
got
like
there.
speed down my list.
Go, Amanda.
So, Alex cosplays isn't the very best, which you already mentioned before.
That's on my list.
Last cosplayer for someone that I love for personality is Handy Banani cosplay.
I love that name.
I love her because she is a fashion major, so I can relate. Her work is absolutely incredible, and she also does Handy Banani rants. And as somebody that does Amanda rants, I love it, and I love to watch it, and I keep up with them all the time. If I'm going through my stories and I see she has more than 5, I'm like, hold on, let me watch this back. Like, I make it a point. And her nails are also insanely long, and I don't know how she functions with them, but it's still funny.
Okay.
But, like, I love her. And then I have cosplayers that I love because of their, like, builds.
Okay.
Like, and, like, that is Kumai cosplay, I always say Kinpatsu cosplay, and Lawrence Iwood.
Oh, Lawrence!
I
Lawrence, we love
love
you.
and have purchased things from all of them because, like, their craftsmanship is amazing, and I love how ready they are. Like, anything that they make, they're like, guys, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna sell you. I got a book. I got instructions. I got patterns. Lawrence sells straight up laser cut kits.
Yeah.
I'm like I love them just because of like how ready they are to help as many people as they can. Because they're so big, they don't have time to respond to everybody.
Oh, of course.
But like they still do it. They still
Kapachi's
try. Oh
amazing.
my god. Oh,
So
I bought
good.
her ponytail book because I need that in my life. But like, she's just like these structured ponytails. That's what I
amazing.
need, especially
Oh,
for
I know.
Coco.
You
And,
might
like,
tell me.
like I just love them for like all of the hard work they do. And Lightning Cosplay. Now that I think about it, I think that I don't know if that's like her whole username, and it's Lightning Cosplay and her husband, and like they're just amazing, and they get paid by game companies to make their products, and then like just go and stand around.
Yeah, because they're that damn good.
Fucking goals.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, ugh! All right, so those are my favorites.
Solid.
Ab swag. What do you got?
So good girl.
Okay, so I already said a few of my favorites, which was Out Cosplays, The Berry Best, Fania, Deja Vudia, and Night Eyes Cosplay. I'm pretty sure I said Night Eyes Cosplay before. But there's also JJ Puropi that I like a lot.
P.
There's Peachy Fizzing, which I love his stuff so much.
I gotta check that out. Who is it? Peachy Fizzing?
Yeah, Peachy Fizzing. They're also super big on TikTok.
Okay.
There's Cowbutt Crunchies.
Love her.
Oh, shit.
I like Marley knows
Oh,
her personally.
shit.
Like we
What?
Wait,
Yeah.
did we room with
Marley!
almost we took her we took her.
Sorry, guys.
I
cool.
believe. What happened was for KatsuCon, they had a room. They had booked a room, and like a couple of the members of her camp couldn't make it, so she was like she sold the room to Marley, and that's how we wound up in that atrium room.
Oh shit.
You know,
Nice.
shout out,
Hell yeah.
shout out, Cowboy Crunchies.
Love
It's just
her.
love craftsmanship.
She's
so
a
much.
Have you seen the way
It's
she? Wait, did
beyond,
you?
like,
How did you find her?
anything
Was
and
it making the tail?
No.
Oh, you have to
I've-
watch her tail making.
Oh no, I've seen it, but like I've just been following her for like a while now. I can't remember the first thing I found her on, but I've been following her for a while now just because I love detail. I'm gonna flip this table. That's how much I love detail. I love like the little details that like, because like I've been judging a costume before. It's like, oh, let me check out the small detail that no one else will see except myself. Look at this. Look at this. You're like, oh.
I literally have no idea how I
Yeah, I
found
think-
out what I did.
I think putting crazy detail in your cosplay is a part of the love letter because that's putting a bit of you into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It is. Just to finish my list, there's Jindinge. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but her Utena cosplay, nut, so good. There's Mennonite. I really love his craftsmanship, and he's such
Mana?
yeah.
Yeah, shout out Terry.
Terry's just such a great guy, and I got to like meet him at like this past Anime Next, and he's just such a sweetheart too. And then there's also Kage Chloe. I recently just discovered them. They're Promised Neverland.
Kazakage Chloe.
Yeah.
Used to be actually Ohane. That's when
Yeah.
we grouped in Otakon as a gender bin.
Oh,
My Hero, and that was when Stain premiered, and so that's when I met them.
how nice. Oh, you not only met them, you worked with them, right?
Worked.
Worked.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Goofed off.
We goofed
we,
off, okay.
we clowned a bit. It
That's
was a good
okay.
time.
Clowning's fun, but also I just like love their craftsmanship, and I just I love their craftsmanship, and their Emma cosplay, they're everything cosplay, honestly. And also there's one last person in my list, and it's called Everyone.
Oh, good damn. Ooh, who's in the chat?
Okay, that is my list.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
What a beautiful list.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and say, like, I have people I look up to, and then I also have, like, my really close friends, and...
Please don't cry again. I'm gonna cry.
No,
like...
I'm
Okay.
not trying to sound choked up. I'm sounding slow and stupid because my brain is dying at this point.
That's
do you want
amazing.
to like sing?
No, I
Okay.
actually don't like Coke.
Doesn't like
Weird. Or
Coke.
Pepsi.
Continue. I'm sorry. I'm breaking
Wait,
your train of thought.
finally! Someone else does like Coke or Pepsi.
Yeah, brown soda's gross, disgusting.
Favorite
okay,
cosplayer,
that's
stay
it.
on topic.
That's it. So my close friends know who they are. I like want to call all them out, but like I'm also very scared. I'm going to leave someone out and make them feel bad. So I'm just going to shout out a few accounts, a few people. I shouldn't call them accounts because these are people I've all had really positive interactions with, like on a personal level, and I love them very much. First off, Rage Gear props.
Hey.
I love that kid's chaotic energy.
I love his builds.
Oh my god,
Yeah, okay.
I love his builds.
Yeah, like, his builds are fantastic.
His Tokoyami.
His
Oh my
chaotic
God.
energy.
I love that also.
I want to be there while he's building to witness also that chaotic energy because we get the aftertaste of it.
Yeah.
But like I feel it's like
Because it's like, the kid makes good fucking shit.
I feel it's like swirling force when he's actually working on something. Like I just want to be a fly on the wall, like while he's like going ham.
I feel like
Oh my
I
God.
feel like we've talked and we're chill, we've met and like hung out a little bit. But like I annoy the shit out of him. I'm sure all of his stories of like him getting into him like doing dumb shit, first off, like anything to do with Mob Psycho, like how much he enjoys Reagan. I'm just like, fuck yeah.
Reagan's best girl.
Hashtag redraw Reagan. Check it out, guys. Best thing you could do for yourself.
Second that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. And then him getting into Demon Slayer because everybody's like, yo, you gotta cosplay Inosuke
Yo, boy.
because he's dumb and dumb.
A real-
Like he's just fucking stupid.
real
And he's
quick-
like, hell yeah.
Can you describe to the podcast what you're wearing on your head? Because they can't see. They're not gonna be able to see you for
Yeah,
the
no one
sound.
can see
A
it, but-
custom made pig hat who
It's a boar.
I know, I call it a pig hat because I call Inosuke from Demon Slayer Pigman.
Man Bear Pig?
Basically,
I'm
yeah.
a pig.
And so it's a bunch of little felt pieces cut out and glued to make look like shaggy fur. As close to like a cute, fun little design as I could with it also looking kind of like badass. And the local religious prophet, I guess I could call him outside of the Newark train station.
train station.
I just watched this guy while I was waiting for Paul Mike to pick me up. Just like screaming about random shit on the corner of the street, and I was like, dope. What the fuck?
And then he
Please don't
noticed
come over
you?
here. And then he did, and he's like, I love your hat. And I was like, thanks, man, I made it. And he's like, ah! You did? That's you. That's you. That's you. And I'm like, I'm trying to not die laughing because I'm like, this is a fucking anime character. This is a dumb anime boy who wears a boar on his head. But he loved it, and we actually had a really good conversation, mostly because I'm just, like, enjoying whatever weird shit is coming out of his mouth. Like, he wasn't threatening. He was chill. He had weird face paint on. He mentioned something. He was talking about skunks for a while. I don't know why. He also, like, had, like I said, face paint and had a little V, and he mentioned victory. I'm like, yeah, V for victory, like, on your forehead. He's like, yes!
Oh my God.
And he would just like, you understand.
Damn.
Yes,
wasn't
I do.
paying
I've just like dealt with so many like
Crazy
weird
people.
ass fucking people in my lifetime that like I don't make it a point to immediately write them off as like I'm not gonna talk to you. Like most of the time I fucking do. Don't get me wrong. But like this guy was like he was non-threatening. He was like really fucking happy. He was nice, and he's just like, look at that tree. Look at that tree. If somebody were to diss that tree would laugh at them. Say, ha!
When people say anime isn't real.
I know. I was like, can I cosplay this guy? Because he had his weird face paint on, earrings, flowers like wrapped around his arm, like a weird skirt conglomerate fuckery thing. Anyways, that's my favorite cosplayer. That guy. That guy is my favorite cosplayer. He gave me his name. I think it was like Naboo or something.
Shout out that guy.
Shout out that guy. He made my fucking night because I was just like, bro, this is like Twilight Zone shit. What the fuck are you saying to me? Because it made sense, but it also didn't.
Well, it did. You just said when a cosplay is a love letter to the creator, you put your soul
No.
into that hat.
Yeah,
That hat is you. It is.
No, when he was talking about that, I was thinking about the podcast and like how I view cosplay and just like I'm gonna bring this up and I'm gonna tie it back down to being like, yeah, it is a craft and it's you and it's like enjoyable and it's a piece of you and it's like something that makes you special. So
Yeah.
Anyways, shout out to that guy. Anyways, the rest of people on my list, all following in no particular order, and these are all people who do excellent work and are lovely people and have such a good energy and a good spirit. I love being like near them. And there's one of them I have not met in person, but I have talked with. Leon Kiro, shout out to Leon Kiro. Alex Dressdahl, shout out to Alex Dressdahl. He's the one I have not met, and one day we're gonna meet and
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna
meet it up.
We're gonna meet and we're gonna shoot our stains in the Spider-Man meme style, and then I'm gonna say like fuck yeah, and then like I don't know.
We're not gonna Minecraft.
I'm not gonna harass him. I love him, but I'm not gonna harass him. Phil Mizuno, very lovely boy. Lawrence, I would again shout out to Lawrence, very sweet, and Aishizaya, who's actually friends with A Smile and a Song. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry, but they were another cosplayer who made me really like look at details and appreciate them because they do like crackhead level god tier fucking shit, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? So much detail. There's and I was
This
like,
craziness.
Damn. Here I was gluing shit together at some point, and you're over here running a
I
goddamn
know. Oh
couture.
yeah. No,
couture like what?
It's like, I'll make mine out of foam. Meanwhile, people were like casting like full molds of things. I was like,
Oh, it's mostly
Bruh.
their sewing work, seamstressing, I suppose is a way to say it.
Mhm.
Because like I'm an idiot, I can't sew. I've actually got 2 commissions out right now because I don't trust myself to. And also like fuck anybody who says it's not a real cosplay if you didn't make it. That's dumb.
Oh no,
Gotta
absolutely.
Cosplay is always
people who
valid no matter
believe
how
that.
it's done.
Yeah, it's like again, are you paying me? No. Okay, your opinion doesn't matter. Sorry.
Get out of here.
All right, Paul, your turn.
Basically, anyways.
Matt,
yeah.
are you gonna
Yeah,
go?
carry on.
Yeah, why don't you
Sorry.
go first?
You want to go for? Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot, whoever loses
Were,
first.
were you finished up there?
Yeah, that was most of my list. I love everybody. Shout out to everybody. Yes.
Okay, I have so many.
You can never
Are
have
you-
too many.
We said the very best. We said Alex. We said two. We said both Alexes. Alex.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alex cosplays, and then Alex Tristal. So that's so boom, boom, boom. All right. Shout out another one of my favorite cosplayers, Aesthetic Titan. All right,
Ooh.
amazing cosplayer.
Sweet dude.
Really into fitness. Definitely gonna play League of Legends with him later. All right.
League of Legends group's the one.
Love.
The
Let's do
League. Definitely. Oh, of course, the Evils. Love Evils.
Oh.
Come on. Come on.
Who
I'm not-
I want to shout out real quick, just got a contract with Epic Cosplay to model their Kana wig.
Yeah!
Announced that today, and I messaged her, and I was like, I'm so proud of you.
Congratulations,
Literally
Evils.
Right?
You know I'm gonna suck up. Come on. Like,
I just
we love her.
I love
Come
her.
on.
Consquad.
Consquad.
Consquad and up.
Alright, so we said Leon Chiro. Oh, co-cause and crew. Alright, we were talking about this in the car.
Yes.
Right? Co-cause and that entire crew are just amazing. Like, they're
Cocos, Legacy Crafting.
Legacy Crafting. Oh, there's 2 more. Oh my god. How could I forget them? But they're amazing. Oh man. Alright, I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna find out their names and I'm gonna shout them out on my story because I love all 4 of them. They did the opposite of the what's the rival My Hero School?
Oh,
Opposite of UA.
God.
Shinimaru?
Shinibaru, yes.
No, it's not Shinimaru.
Isn't it Shigetsu?
Shigetsu High.
Yeah.
Shigetsu High. They did an amazing Shigetsu High. It is like it's unbelievable, but I mean everything they make is unbelievable. Just their Shigetsu High, I was blown away. Like Ray Red Shivas. Do you know? No,
don't think I know that.
No, oh my god. Okay.
Learning new things every day.
She's just a beautiful human being. Same thing with Zaiden-chan. Beautiful human being. 2 of my most recent favorites who I love to death. Like, I haven't met them in person, but, like, I probably talk to these people, like, every, like, 2 to 3 days. Like, it is, like, a constant chat. Like, and that is Miss Rebecca Sue and Slimy Frogs. I love them!
Good username.
Oh,
I
it's
haven't heard of it, but I'm going to now.
They're fantastic. And then who else do we have? We have Whimsy. I love Whimsy.
Oh my god, Whimsy's a queen. I love her.
I love Whimsy. Friggin' I love working with Jake cosplays. I miss Double J all the time. Double J cosplay. He was just a dragon. I missed him there. So shout out JJ. Who else do we got? Oh, and then I haven't met these. Okay, dope. So a couple like West Coast ones: Reagan Catherine, Lennox Knight, Elizabeth Rage.
Oh, Elizabeth, yeah, she's
right?
so sweet.
Ashlyn Day, Maid of Might.
Is your cousin?
No. Yo, if Maid of Might was my cousin, yo, that would not be like, Jesus, that's too much might. And then who else do we got? We got Nomchi. Duh. Easy. Shout out Gnome. Friggin', I have so many. Witchy Brew. God. And that, like, everybody. I love everybody. Like, Fragile Rubbish.
In other words,
Fragile Rubbish.
Fragile Rubbish.
in other words, Paul can make a 6-hour podcast by himself.
Oh
Talk
no,
about
I
this.
could go off and like.
Telling you 12 hours straight.
Okay, I already know what we're doing for the next podcast. Like I'm ready to go. Like we're good.
Oh, Lord.
This is gonna be like we have one topic next week and that's it.
Yeah,
like,
that's fine.
And it's like I could just like rock it for probably 6 hours. Like
Well, give us a sneak
prepare
peek.
yourselves.
Well, the next podcast is a charity stream.
Yeah, charity stream podcast. So that's really what I got. So like a lot of positive people going around here.
Yep, in Le Flamont, I have exactly one person listed.
Are
And
you
only
speaking
one.
French?
Yes.
I speaks the best Italian.
Yes.
We.
Oh my god.
See?
But I have exactly one person written down, and only one. Because there's only one person, and it's because of her I got on the cosplay, and it's my little sister.
Oh.
Suck up.
Yes.
I'm PMSing and I'm about to start crying.
Oh. You have a very red nose.
Oh.
But
It's very Hoovian.
to make
This
a
is my natural nose redness.
Rosacea.
You look like a who.
but to make a story out of this,
Story time?
I just remember the first time I decided I wanted to go cosplay. I go up to her room upstairs. I want cosplay, and she's like taken back 'cause I had told her in the past I had no interest.
Yeah, he literally told me, like, I'm probably never going to cosplay. And I was like, okay. And he pulled the ultimate Uno reverse card.
Reverse Uno.
No, like almost like a double one. It's like I want to do cosplay. Okay, I want to do crossplay. What?
Yeah.
Dude, you reversed Uno, then like +4 on top of it.
Yeah.
So this is just for people to know. Abby always helps me out with my wigs, helps me out with sewing. Of course, I always pay for this stuff, so it's not like hey, do a complete free charity for me, because that's not fair.
But
Yeah.
she does it because she loves you.
She just does all the
Debatable.
work.
No, she tolerates me.
It's tolerates.
It's love.
It's the contract called being blood related.
And
Aw.
since then, I mean, obviously, me and Abby have done cosplays together in the past.
We're probably doing a Promised Neverland at Colossal Con East.
Ah,
Very
hell
excited.
yeah.
You know what, Paul? Just quickly toss one together joining us.
I'll just be a monster. Let's be like one of the.
So you'll be yourself.
One of the demons, exactly. Yeah, I'll just be myself, exactly.
I want to cry every time I see one.
And just write monster on your...
Yeah, just
This is my cosplay.
monster. No, oh my god, I'm just gonna paint myself green and people are like, are you Beastweb? Like, I'm a Goblin. Like, Goblin Sreya.
Alternatively,
Like,
you can just say, I'm Drax.
or I could be Drax, yeah. You can't even see me. I'm totally invisible. Look at my movements. So slowly.
Oh my god.
So we've decided Paul's next cosplay,
Yeah,
Drax.
exactly. No, but alright, so is that it? So your favorite's your sister?
Yep.
Oh.
Not to say you guys don't
You
inspire
win.
me, but I'm just saying the one where it
Dog,
ultimately
I
comes.
got downgraded when we were friends. I understand. It is what it is. But anyway, no, that's adorable, Matt. That's a great. That's so good. I'm taken back. Like, I don't even know.
And I also just
And then
admitted to
How am I supposed to end this podcast like this?
Here.
This is so happy.
Actually, I'm going to toss one more thing. Meg, you're number 2. If you didn't help me with the Fafnir wig.
Meg, you're the endeavor of Matt's favorites.
Damn. You could have had a bad pitch. Knock him in.
Or I mean, with season 4 spoilers.
Well, do you
You'll
all
find
want
out.
to? Do you all want to end it here?
I kind of think we have to.
Because it's like I like how overly positive, mainly positive.
Yeah, we're running on. We're
This
running
is-
on time
we are
right
very
now.
low on time.
We don't. I don't want to go into photographers. Next week we can cover anime roundup along with our other topic. And we're just gonna end on like a high note. We don't normally do this. We normally
usually
end on
have
like
one
a
spicy,
spicy, controversial
like-
topic.
Like last week was Colossal Con
last
East.
last
Oh,
week
that
was
drama.
Colossal Con East. What a yeah, no, it's
we won't do that now.
You want the
Read the
tea?
pod-
You're gonna want the
Listen to
tea.
the podcast.
Where's my tea kettle? Like, I'll put it on. But
Todoroki's mom.
Oh,
after I said that,
Oh,
so
just what I didn't hear yet is I'm still editing that episode.
Oh, whoops.
Oh.
well,
Okay, I was
we were
like,
supposed to get it out before
thought I
Dragon
watched
Con, but
some
that's
of them
okay.
Oops.
We'll get it out before Colossal Con East.
It's okay. My
Oh,
wedding
nice.
kind of threw everything
Yeah,
off.
it did. No, we don't interrupt.
Don't you dare! 'cause
process.
JoJo posed all day, and it was amazing.
Gianna!
And I didn't edit, so I did a 16-hour shift before her wedding to get off.
Matt worked his booty
Shout
off
out.
just to come hang with me
And
instead of
then-
just calling out.
Shout
On
out
top
Matt's
of that, I
booty.
did a 12-hour shift the day after.
Yeah.
Woof.
I made Amanda's wedding cake. That was fun.
Which everybody loved.
I attended. Hey.
Yes. Paul got me a
No.
mimosa.
I did.
He made sure I was drunk.
That's what's up. So, okay. All right. I guess we'll end here.
Yep.
Thank you guys so
No,
much.
wait
What is it?
our guest.
No, we're gonna get.
Oh, I
do
was
you want to
gonna
thank? Do
say.
you want to thank our guests
Yes.
or our listeners?
Yes.
So,
Thank you guys for joining us. We had a great time. It was very special, and I love you guys. And it was a really good time
It's a pleasure.
talking about all the good stuff
where,
and getting a little mad, but like I had to do it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay.
I've been mad about it, and I'll stay mad about it for as long as I fucking want
Amen.
to. So.
where can they find you on social media?
Instagram, PeteyLark, PeteyLark. No periods or underscores or anything.
Same on Twitter, right?
Yeah, same on Twitter. And once Facebook approves which I should probably rehash this out with them because I submitted for Indigo Rana Day to become Peterson Lark probably about a month ago and no response. So we're
Yeah, it's
we're gonna figure out what the hell's happening with that. But yeah,
Well,
yeah,
Thanks for listening,
So far-
everybody.
that's it.
We'll catch you all next week. Same time, same place. I'm sorry we never have a set specific time. It's just because we're like...
Everything is
We
asshole
were
chaos.
eating
Yeah,
food
we-
before
we-
this.
We were eating food. I
That's what
moved.
was happening.
I dropped all my ooh-woos. I had to, like, it was... You know,
Yeah.
like, there was a big mess. It was just terrible. But,
We
like...
try.
But we try.
We're human.
The important part is that we're here and we're doing it. And thank you guys for being so supportive and watching and listening with us. It really means a lot. So
Thank you.
thank you guys so much. I'm Paul Might.
I am dual screens _ Matt. Oh, and dual like a fight. UE.
Matt, I'm gonna fight you. I'm pineapples _ delay.
And I'm Amanda_Evie.
PeteyLark.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, boys.